Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, the Gulf Coast states of Alabama, Mississippi and Louisiana counting their blessings this weekend, thankful and knowing that Hurricane Nate could have been much worse. As ABC's Maggie Rulli tells us, no deaths or injuries have been reported from that storm, even from tornadoes that are now a part of the remaining storm system that's moving into the Northeast.
The remnants of what used to be Hurricane Nate spawning tornadoes, like this one that destroyed several homes and uprooted trees in South Carolina. Look at it! Can you see it? Funnel clouds also spinning in neighboring North Carolina. At the same time, Mississippi residents are surveying the damage caused by Nate. Like here in Waynesboro, a carport swept away, roof destroyed, windows shattered.
I heard something like a train, just like an Amtrak train, just rolling and just glass just flying like bullets.
David Moore says his house withstood the onslaught of Hurricane Katrina, but not Nate.
All of a sudden, I just heard like a rattling of noise, and like I was just switching. And then when I jumped up, everything just went dark, lights, everything went out.
Mississippi's emergency director says people learned from Katrina.
We did not dodge a bullet in Mississippi. We got hit head on at night by a Category 1 storm. If that same storm, if Nate would have hit us 15 years ago, the damage would have been much more extensive. We would have had loss of life. But we have rebuilt the coast in the aftermath of Katrina higher and stronger, and our people are a lot smarter now.
The coast flooded heavily. A storm surge sweeping into beach hotels and casinos. Cars in 5 feet of seawater bouncing around in parking garages. In Alabama, flooding in Mobile. Firefighters had to rescue a family of 4 from their home taking on water. Across the South, crews now busy clearing roads and fixing power lines. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Mobile, Alabama.
And for an updated current look at Nate's path through the United States, let's head over to Steve Newman in for Wendy Ross with our first alert weather forecast. Steve.
Adam, it's kind of hard to find the center of circulation, but I think it's somewhere between Murfreesboro and Knoxville, Tennessee right now. But it's the advance of it. It's the right-hand side of the storm that's been producing all kinds of rain, flooding, which we'll be talking about a little later on, and wind advisories for the spine of the Appalachians right on through tonight. If we look at Florida, we are still getting a pull from the storm, bringing in these spiraling bands. But you can see they're diminishing, and aloft there's drier air moving over us. It's going to suppress the formation of showers and thunder showers for the rest of this week. But earlier tonight, from Orlando, Kissimmee, St. Cloud to the Kennedy Space Center, you can see they had a big cluster of showers and thunderstorms, kind of associated with Nate. And we had some offshore during the day, but it's pretty much been dry all over our viewing area today. And looking at our future radar prediction, we'll see hardly any chance of rain. At best, a 10-20% chance tomorrow afternoon. We could do 1, 2, 3 in the afternoon, pop-up shower here and there, but that may be even overblown. We'll have a complete look at the weather and what Nate is doing to the eastern United States in just a few minutes. Adam?
All right, thank you, Steve. With such an active hurricane season, and the Suncoast still reeling from the impacts of Hurricane Irma, ABC7's Sammy Chido shows us how several bands took part in a benefit concert today at the Sarasota Sky Bar. Those artists coming together to help 2 of their own who are still struggling.
Sarasota Sky Bar, located in downtown Sarasota, hosted a benefit concert to raise money for 2 local musicians. Lead vocalist Lisa Larkin from the band 7 Years Past was impacted by a tree that fell on her house.
So it fell through my music room, and I took a few things with me, but the rest of my stuff was in 3 to 4 inches of water, and went through my living room, and just I guess trying to recoup some of the loss there. I'm usually doing fundraisers from other people, so when they called and said, hey, we want to do something for you, I was like, oh, yeah, okay.
The other musician, Ray Williams, a blind drummer for the band Reverend Barry and Funktastic Soul. Ray ended up losing his entire house in St. Pete.
Ray just moved down from Philly, and he's like, nobody told me about no hurricanes. We left that little note out. Because of the generosity of some folks on GoFundMe and all that, we were able to get Ray a place here in Sarasota. So thank you very much.
I'm speechless, and I'm overwhelmed, and I tell people, look, I'm just a humble guy, nobody important, and I do what I do, and I play music, and I love it.
Ray was born blind and picked up drumsticks when he was only 3 years old.
I really believe that it's a gift from above. It's fun, and I love it. And I can't imagine me doing anything else, because music is all I know.
The other bands playing in the benefit were Kettle of Fish and Twinkle.
Sarasota rocks. All the musicians rock, and all these people that come out and spend time to support everybody. It's really cool.
The Sky Bar raising more than $2,000 to give back to these local musicians, showing what a community can do when it comes together. Reporting in downtown Sarasota, Sammy Chido, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you, Sammy. In order to help those who are struggling to put food on the table following Hurricane Irma's visit last month, a disaster food assistance program has been implemented or will be implemented in Sarasota and Manatee counties. To be eligible for food assistance, you must have suffered a disaster-related loss, whether that be damage to your home or a loss of income, and cannot be currently enrolled through the regular food assistance programs. Officials will be helping on hand to help those living in Sarasota County apply for aid beginning next weekend. They will be at the Westfield Sarasota Square Mall from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. on October 13th through the 17th. And officials will be on hand to help those in Manatee County at the DeSoto Square Mall from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. on October 15th through the 17th. It's been more than a month since a Newtown family has seen their 14-year-old son Jabez Spann. Now the FBI is joining the search for the teen, and it has re-energized those committed to his safe return. ABC 7's Erica Jackson was at a walk and prayer service this afternoon and shares why those close to Jabez are not giving up hope.
It was here in the 1500 block of 23rd Street in Sarasota where 14-year-old Jabez Spann was last seen. And just a few blocks away, family and friends are coming together asking for a miracle through the power of prayer.
I done lost a husband, I lost a brother, I lost a sister, I lost my parents, I lost a son. But this is a feeling I never felt before in my life.
Lucille Tillery is begging for answers after her grandson Jabez went missing from her front lawn Labor Day weekend.
You're not supposed to wake up every morning wondering where he at, is he okay? You know, he's only 14 years old.
He's like my brother, and I would never think that to this day he would ever go missing.
It's like a missing piece of our life, a puzzle that's been ripped apart and scattered. In Jesus' name. And all they love the Lord say, amen.
About 40 people prayed along the Spann family Sunday afternoon. One friend sending his message through dance.
We want Jabez! Bring him home!
Then the group marched along Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Way, ending their procession where Jabez was last seen, in front of Tillery's home.
I'm still praying to God that he come back home in one piece. And I'm gonna keep that little faith that I got a little bit left, but I ain't gonna let it go.
Friends and relatives searching for the straight-A student who loves football, praying he gets another chance to play, making the plea to the community to come forward with information.
Somebody know what's going on, and we appeal to you to please humble your heart and bring Jabez back home. Let our baby go.
Shout out to Jabez, man. I love you, man. I miss you.
A friend of the Spann family tells us they want the FBI and Sarasota PD to continue with their search, but they add that the organized searches with community members have also been a big help and plan to host the next one on Sunday, October 15th. Reporting in Newtown, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you, Erica. And according to the teen's family, officials with the FBI were searching for Jabez in the Laurel Park area of Sarasota as this prayer vigil was taking place. The family adds that they've received daily calls from the Sarasota Police Department with updates on their investigation. Well, it didn't feel like fall this weekend necessarily, but hundreds were getting into the fall spirit with Fruitville Grove's annual Pumpkin Festival. Not only are there pumpkins of all shapes, colors, and sizes to choose from, but arts and crafts, fresh produce, pony rides, and a petting zoo.
Really want to see the petting zoo. The kids love animals and everything, and there's lots of fun things to do. We got to see baby goats, so that was very exciting for the kids too. And the fruit and veggie stand is really nice because it's much better than go to the grocery store. You get the local produce that way.
There's still plenty of time to enjoy the festival with your family. It will run every weekend through October 29th at Fruitville Grove, which is located on Fruitville Road just east of I-75. You can head out there from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, some heart-pounding moments for a Maryland bus driver when a man clings to the bus's hood and demands to come inside. Plus, a frightening natural phenomenon caught on camera. Stick around.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Are you currently on Medicare? In other words, do you carry the red, white, and blue Medicare card? If so, are you suffering from chronic back pain? If you answered yes, you may be eligible for a pain-relieving back brace covered by Medicare at little to no cost, shipped directly to your home for free. These medical-grade back braces are ideal for lower back pain, arthritis, spinal disorders, and other chronic back problems. Will you qualify for a medical-grade back brace?
Call Back Brace America at 1-800-683-9262.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Monday on ABC 7 News at 7.
The criminal hack happened on my watch. And as CEO, I am ultimately responsible. And I take full responsibility.
The CEO of Equifax apologizes for the data breach. Our personal information is out there. How can we protect ourselves? I'm Alan Cohn, a cyber expert and consumer watchdog at the Trapezoid.
Monday on ABC 7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Welcome back. A bizarre story out of Maryland. A man captured on camera clinging onto a moving school bus. Vanessa Herring gives us a look now at that video.
A wild ride caught on camera. The man in the baseball cap clinging to the school bus, 68-year-old Laverne Duran, according to Baltimore County Police.
A school bus traveling from Loch Raven Middle School was in traffic. It was sitting next to another vehicle. Allegedly, a bottle of some sort was thrown out of the bus towards that vehicle. At that point, the driver of that vehicle got out of his vehicle.
Sergeant Andrea Byland tells me that's when Duran started banging on the bus door.
At that point, the school bus driver, concerned for his safety and concerned for the safety of the children and students on board, did not want to open the door. So the man then went around to the front of the bus and stood in front of the bus as it began to move forward.
The chaotic scene captured in this 30-second video. Duran repeatedly yells to the driver to open the door, and then this.
Get off the bus! Yeah, good. Good, you follow.
The bus driver stated that he was headed towards the Parkville precinct because he needed assistance from police. The incident was actually resolved prior to that. We happened to have an off-duty officer that was present in the area who assisted and intervened quickly.
Duran was taken into custody without incident. According to online court records, he's facing several charges, including disturbing the peace and destruction of property.
Police are still investigating if anything was thrown from the bus at Duran's car. They say at no point were the students in any danger. Well, a rare natural phenomenon caught on camera in Portugal this weekend. Take a look. This is known as a fire devil. These fire devils are formed when flames are caught up in the middle of dust and wind. The shot taken by a Portuguese broadcaster. On Sunday, 1,000 firefighters were on the ground battling 5 wildfires across the country. Portugal has been especially hit hard by wildfires this year because of a widespread drought. Well, Steve, anything to add? I don't know how familiar you are with these, but that's pretty amazing.
I spent 25 years in California and sometimes covering firestorms, and they do happen. These firestorms create their own weather, as you see, create tornadoes and other aspects.
Man, oh man.
Really high winds. Fortunately, that's not happening around here. We have our wet problem rather than a fire problem. We'll look more closely at what's left from Nate in just a minute. But today, we are getting minor influences from Nate, but the rain that's pulling in from the tropics didn't hit us at all. It was to the east and west of us, but over Sarasota Bay, you can see kind of those bands of clouds moving over. It was not a bad day, and things right now are starting to clear out. 77 was last night's low. The high today 90, a little warmer than normal on the high, but look how much warmer than normal it was on the low, 77. The record high for this date, 97, set back in 1973. That was a Monday. I remember that day because I was doing the weather here back then for the first time. Now looking at the tropics, we not only have Nate to talk about, but out in the middle Atlantic, a little surface low pressure swirling around. It has a 70% chance of developing into a tropical depression or a tropical storm, but if it does, it's just going to go in loop-de-loops out there in the middle of the Atlantic. Good news for us right now is the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean are entirely clear and free of any suspect areas that might be developing into something, but we do have the remnants of Nate, which came ashore here and has been moving across Dixie all day today and now through the Appalachians, producing copious amounts of rain. Even though it's fizzling, it's still got a punch left in it right on through tomorrow. We can see from radar the strongest storms in western North Carolina, western Virginia. Earlier today, Atlanta got pounded with heavy rain. The center of circulation seems to be moving very close to the Tennessee, North Carolina border, and there are several warnings in effect out there as a result of the effects of Nate. The most important one is the high wind warning right along the spine of the mountains that are the border between North Carolina and Tennessee. We also have various flood warnings and watches in effect, and wind advisories all the way up into southern West Virginia. Now tomorrow this is going to move into the northeast. New York City, Philadelphia, Boston may have some coastal flooding there and urban and small stream flooding as a result of the storms once they get up there. For our weather, much better. Things are going to dry out actually for us, mainly dry for the rest of this week with only about a 10 to 20% chance that we'll see any rain at all, and these pop-up showers it could, but most of the atmosphere aloft is drying out. The heat index, though, is going to be over 100 degrees here in the surface, so look for it to feel like summer. Summer just will not let go. And look at our future cast through tonight and through tomorrow. May see a few showers popping up, but pretty much dry weather is forecast. And tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock, a few showers indicated. But again, this could be overblown, and the chance any of these are going to hit you are only about 10%. And Tuesday looks even drier, as you can see in the future cast. Well, if you want to go out on the water or the beach tomorrow, great day. Lots of sunshine. The winds have slackened off quite a bit. Southeasterly in the morning, southwest in the afternoon to 5 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Bay and inland waters will have a light chop. The Gulf water temperature is still warm enough for me to jump in. 85. I won't go in below 80. 86 will be the air temperature. Make sure you wear the sunscreen because the UV index is still very high at 8. Here's my forecast for tonight. It'll be partly cloudy, a moonlit night. The moon is waning up there. Our overnight low still 5 degrees warmer than normal, so it's a sultry, warm evening. Wind southeasterly 5 to 10. And tomorrow, a partly sunny day with only a 10% chance of showers developing. High close to 90, but it's going to feel pretty much like 100 to 102. Here's your 7-day outlook. Only a 10% chance of showers tomorrow. Between 10, 20, 30% for the rest of the week. Maybe a week from now, next Sunday, we could get an increased chance of showers, but it looks like it's going to stay dry all this week. That's the weather, Adam.
All right, thank you, Steve. Sports is coming up next. Stick around.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? you'll be proud too.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we'll have pumpkin carving crafts for all ages, plus Southeastern Guide Dog's new statues around town and Louis Modern in the kitchen.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on a pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Roberts. Sarasota's popular 10th Street boat ramp will be closed as crews work on dredging to help Sarasota Bay. We'll tell you when this boating hotspot is set to reopen. That's Monday on Good Morning Suncoast. Wendy?
And now that the weekend is behind us, we're going to eventually get back to more normal conditions.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free with no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage, at no extra cost, you could also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 1-800-620-2254. That's 1-800-620-2254.
Now, sports.
Playoff baseball continuing tonight in the Bronx, where the Yankees are fighting for their season against the Cleveland Indians, down 0-2 in that series. And this one was a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel. Carlos Carrasco striking out the Baby Bombers, Aaron Judge and Gary Sanchez in the first inning. Carrasco finishing with 7 strikeouts over 5 2/3. But Masahiro Tanaka up to the task, also striking out 7 through 7 shutout innings. And while this doesn't hurt, having a 6'7" right fielder Aaron Judge robbing a home run that could have given the Indians a 2-0 lead, that turned out to be pretty big as 2 more Yankees pitchers helped shut out the Indians and helped the Yankees win 1-0 at their home field. Sunday night football in Houston, the Texans and the undefeated Chiefs. Chiefs coming up short on this third down, but Texans defensive end J.J. Watt exiting the game with a foot injury in his absence. Kansas City driving into the red zone and scoring on that strike to Sharkhandrick West. Chiefs take a 10-0 lead. Less than 2 minutes in the half, it's the Clemson connection. Deshaun Watson finding DeAndre Hopkins to cut the deficit to 9. But the Texans D can't get back into the locker room. Check out these moves by West right before the half. Just an escape artist. And the Chiefs currently leading that game 32-20 in the fourth quarter. Well, one day after Florida's stunning loss at home against LSU, the Associated Press has responded as many anticipated, knocking the previously 21st ranked Gators out of the top 25. Florida State also on the outs with only 1 win so far this season, while their rival Miami inches closer to breaking the top 10, moving up once again to the number 11 spot this time. USF staying put at 18 for a 3rd straight week, and their American Athletic Conference rival UCF is now just 4 spots behind after crushing Cincinnati. We'll see where they end up when those two square off on November 24th. More to come here on ABC7. Stay with us.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help. With Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book and DVD. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. Call 1-855-395-9803. That's 1-855-395-9803 now.
Download the all-new ABC7 First Alert Weather app now.
Do you have type 2 diabetes, which requires daily blood monitoring? If you have diabetes, are you on Medicare, Obamacare, or other health insurance? If you answered yes, you may be eligible for diabetic testing supplies at little to no out-of-pocket cost to you. Our accredited staff will handle all of your paperwork for free. And best of all, your diabetic testing supplies are shipped directly to your home for free. Call now to see if you qualify for a meter upgrade and a free pedometer to monitor your daily walking. Use alternate testing sites, a smaller blood sample, and even hear your results out loud. Will you qualify for diabetic testing supplies and an upgraded meter covered by Medicare, Obamacare, or health insurance at little to no out-of-pocket cost to you?
Find out for free by calling the Diabetes Resource Center at 1-800-394-1098. That's 1-800-394-1098, 1-800-394-1098.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Harvey Weinstein has been fired from the Weinstein Company effective immediately. This following new information revealed regarding his conduct. Weinstein had previously voluntarily taken a leave of absence following decades of sexual harassment allegations detailed Thursday in a New York Times expose. The board on Friday endorsing that decision, but it went further Sunday evening, removing Weinstein from the company that he co-founded. In a statement, the board cited, quote, new information about Weinstein's conduct that has emerged in the past few days. The Warner Brothers flick Blade Runner 2049 was #1 at the weekend box office. Not a huge surprise, but what was a surprise, with only $31 million in ticket sales, the sequel fell well below expectations. The Mountain Between Us, starring Kate Winslet and Idris Elba, claiming second with $10 million. Third place belonging to the horror movie It, with an estimated $9.6 million. And Steve, you could have helped maybe those ticket sales for Blade Runner if we didn't drag you in here on the weekend.
I was going to go see, but it got too busy Friday. Maybe next week.
All right, maybe. Or just catch a matinee during the week, you know?
That's
no
a great
shame in
idea.
that.
No shame at all. We have a dry week coming up. It's going to be like summer all over again, over and over. It's like Groundhog Day for summer.
That's Florida, man. Welcome.